Hello everyone. So, welcome back to my Cuphead Let's Play. We're actually in the final parts. What you're gonna see is the grand finale consisting of two really challenging levels. And yeah, actually, see that's the final world as you can see on this list. Uh, yeah, there is only two levels. I don't know what the middle thing actually means, but the upper question marks and the one at the bottom mark the two levels that are available here. And in case you wonder how to get there, actually, you don't just have to play through the entire game, but you actually have to do it on regular. So in case you switch the difficulty to the simple or easy difficulty setting, then you won't be able to access this part. It will tell you to go back, become a real man, and yeah, try to stand a chance against every boss on regular. One more thing, the difficulty level does not affect the run and gun levels because they're have like a default setting. The difficulty is only selectable in the bosses. So yeah, that's what you want to be focusing on, the regular difficulty. And also wouldn't recommend to play the simple ones because they take away one phase of the boss, so you'll be probably missing out on 1/3 of the content. So yeah, man up, and then yeah, you'll be here. If you actually made it through all these levels, I think less than 9% did on Windows Store and Xbox. I think a few more actually achieved to get here on Steam by the time that I actually got here, which was a couple of days ago. Yeah, so what I want is the. That's a good question. What do I want? I guess I'll go for the roundabout and the chaser. And for the super, I am actually gonna go for yeah the energy beam, but I'm gonna switch my charm because this is actually one of the longest fights, or it actually can be. Basically, it consists of multiple fights. You'll be fighting. Oh yeah, let's take a look at the final cutscene. Well, looky here, you actually pulled it off. You made my lose a bet. And for that, you ain't seen the boss just yet. We're gonna play a little game first. And that game is really twisted. It's really mean. So you'll be sitting on a casino table with the Mr. Dice King grinning at you furiously. And what you actually got to do is you have to roll the dice, and depending on what you roll, it's either one, two, or three. You'll get to um, one of these spaces, and each number represents a boss. So, for example, if you roll three times the one, you'll be playing three bosses here. But if you play, for example, a one and a three, or a three and a one, you'll just fight the one boss or the number three boss, and then you'll be in safe zone. So basically, you can have three small boss fights, and then you want to land on the fin. But we'll get to that later. And that happens, yeah, you guys will see. Actually, one more thing worth noticing is the heart that you see on top of three of the numbers. So if you land on these fields, you'll be granted an extra HP. And if you, for example, don't like where the hearts are, because you might not like the particular boss that's hiding behind that number, just go for retry. And as you can see now, the hearts will be at a different place. My personal opinion, I really hate level 3 so much, so I'm just gonna retry until it's on 2. Now it's on 1 again. So, come on. Yeah, I like that setup. Yeah. And now you still have to prove that you're actually able to roll the dice to the number you want, and that's really tricky. I actually never really did that because my co-op friend actually took care of that, and he was really good at rolling the dices. There was very few random to it. But yeah, let's hop right in. And I'm gonna go for a 2, so pray to God that I can actually get that. And I got a 3, the boss I hate the most. yeah, let's see. If I can kill him without damage, then we'll just continue to plow through this setup. Oh god. Yeah, that's really bad. I found it super annoying. Not because the attack patterns are so hard, but the fiery shots that he does, they blend in with the environment way too good. So you actually have a real hard time noticing them. Yeah. And actually, you don't really need to save the super, especially now that you have the coffee equipped. Then you can just wait for the super to recharge while back in the dice room, let's say. Yeah, so I got hit 2 times, which is really bad. You don't want to lose 2 hearts here. But anyway, yeah, if I got the two is one of the easiest bosses, I think, if not the easiest out of the whole bunch here. I would have been granted an extra heart, so that was what I was actually aiming for. I don't really remember number 4. Oh yeah, 4 is the easier one. So let me go for 2 number 1s or a 2. Let's see, we can work that out. So right after the 1. Oh no! Yeah, I hate that one. God. Yeah, I'm not good with luck RNG today. Oh, come on. Oh yeah. So I got one. Yeah, I'm definitely not gonna be able to do it on my first attempt, especially not if I already lost 3 hearts. But that way you get to see more of the bosses, because yeah, there's 9 bosses, out of which you have to play at least 3 against, and a very special surprise at the final thing here. Basically, if you take a look at this field, which states start over, yeah, you can imagine that you don't want to be on that field. Alright, so let me go for a 3. 1, 2. See, I'm so bad with the dice rolling. But we're on the safe spot here, so we get another try. I really don't like boss 8. With 7 and 9, I'm completely fine, so either 1 or 3. Ideally, I would get a 1. Oh, come on. Come on. Ideally, I would get a 1, so I would have been granted an extra heart. Yeah, that's not too bad either, actually, but yeah. Oh, come on. As you can see, these bosses are not too hard, but you might be facing a lot of them. So that's why they made the difficulty a little bit lower. And they're basically all just one-phase bosses. So the pattern you see right now is not going to change throughout the entire fight. Same applies for all other 8 bosses in this level. Oh, alright. Yeah, anyway. Okay, we got a nice setup. I like the 2, I don't like the 5, I love the 7. So if I can actually get my dice rolling game right. So right after the 3, right after the... Yeah, okay, perfect. So that's the easiest one, and we're granted an extra heart, so we're on 6 HP, which is insane. Compared to the regular 3 HP or 4, I wouldn't have the upgrade right now. Basically, you want to kill this boss without getting hit at all. Like you do with all of them, but here it's extremely realistic that you'll be able to pull that off. Because these patterns are extremely predictable, there's not much going on the screen, and it's really slow. So even if you don't know the patterns at all, there's a good chance you'll not get much damage even on your very first try. And again, I'm going for the chaser because I don't have to worry about aiming here. There you go, that's a perfect knockout. So now I want to go for a 2 and another 2. And the 2 comes right after the 1. There you go. Now, what was the 5 again? Oh no, I don't like the 5 is the one that we fought previously. If we go there, we'll get an extra heart, but we might take 2 hits, so yeah, doesn't really matter, just 1 or 2. Okay, 7 HP. I don't think I ever had 7 HP throughout our last attempt, because it was actually quite late when I actually switched to this perk, to the twin heart upgrade, which actually reduces, I think I mentioned it in a video previously, it reduces the damage you deal, but it gives you 2 extra hearts. And as far as I know, the damage loss that you lose out of using that is the same that you do with the 1 heart upgrade. So, oh come on, that was an unnecessary hit. So I think yeah, the reduced amount of damage you deal with the twin heart should actually be the same amount that you lose with the 1 heart, so there's basically no reason to go for the 1 heart solution once you have acquired the twin heart perk. But I don't think that you can actually buy it before you have the 1 heart. I think you must exhaust the shop and get all this stuff before it actually shows up. So now we really want to go for a 3. And that comes right after the 1. Okay, we got a 2, and now we're gonna go for a 1. So it's a second chance. Dancing. And a 1. 3, 2, 1. Yeah. Now that's the one that I really liked. I don't find him hard at all. My co-partner was kind of struggling with him. But yeah, all he does basically... Oh, that's usually not the attack that he does in the very first. Oh no! That's what you get. That's what you get for being arrogant with Cuphead. I really deserve being hit here. So yeah, he has these 2 attacks. He shoots the balls, and he goes from left to right. That's basically all he does. Yeah, and you want to flip these coins with a parry attack, so you have a platform to stand on, and you're actually able to jump over. I think what you could also do is get the invincibility dash, so you will be not hit, and then you can just dash right through them. I don't know if that actually works. It should be, but I haven't tested that. Yeah, so I really want a 3 right now because every other boss, 8 or 9, is really unnecessary. If I have a 3 now, and then get to the end, then I'm only gonna be fighting against the final thing. So I really want a 3, and 3 comes right after 2. So, 1, 2. Oh, come on! Oh, okay, that's, it's quite a nice boss. Definitely something different. So you gotta play memory. They actually show the cards in the very beginning for a short period of time, but I didn't pay attention at all, so it's gonna be guessing for me. What's that hit? Oh no. It's the one above. It's this and this. Okay, and only now you'll be actually able to deal damage to this cute little monkey. Yeah, okay. I'm really lucky right now, picking all the right cards. The Moldenhauer logo, which is not here. Another Moldenhauer logo. Credits to the Moldenhauer brothers anyway. They actually created this great game. And you should really read up on the development history. It was quite long, and they really went the extra mile. They even put a mortgage on their house just to finish the game. But I think the final product gives them every right. It was a very bold move to give up on everything and risk all you basically have. But they did, and this is why we're now playing this crazy, insane platformer that really is superior to most of its role models, I would say. Okay, now we get. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. This one, and. Oh, yes. Good, good. Oh. This logo. Yeah, I know that was dumb. I already saw the other one, right? And these, it's really hard to focus on and to memorize the cards while you're dodging this quick monkey. Other than that, he's not really hard. It's just the multitasking part. You have some great training going on, Dr. Kirishima style, while also dodging his movements and attacks. But it's a pretty straightforward fight, and you should be able to beat him quite easily. One thing I noticed, this one's actually way harder in co-op, like many of the times. Um, it's easier in that regard that you can just split up basically the memorization. So one tried to remember one half, and the other one does the other half. But it actually is way quicker. So the monkey moves way faster on that. Okay, so yeah. Anyway, we're now going to go for a 1 or a 3, ideally right away for a 3. If we have a 2, we're pretty much screwed. I'll try to aim for a 3, and if I don't hit the 3, I'll be landing on a 1 if my timing doesn't suck too much. But what happens if I score 2, and the dice will show 2 eyes, then I will be starting over. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we got a 1. So either 2 or 3 now. No 1. Definitely no 1. Yes! Okay. Yes! Oh my god! It actually took us hours the first time. Sorry for not talking at all. So, but I think you could witness my strategy. Actually, I was kind of exploiting the boss. You have a 50% chance of guessing on from which side he will throw the cards from. So if he's gonna make the cards come from the left-hand side, you want to be rushing to the left side and stand at the corner of the screen. You'll be invincible there, but you can actually not really hit him there with pretty much not any weapon. I could have done the super art from there, but yeah, all other attacks basically don't work from here. And then once he's done, you rush over to the other side while also trying to deal as much damage as possible to the boss because you'll be dashing to the next safe zone when going to the right hand side of the screen. Yeah, sometimes he really mixes up that pattern, but it's like I would say 80% of the times that he's just switching between left and right. And you've also seen two times he didn't actually switch where I was on the wrong side, and then basically your only chance to survive is parry off the pink cards. The timing can be a bit tricky at the very beginning, but yeah, shouldn't be too hard. I think the hardest part about that boss is actually to get there and then actually be able to train and learn him, because the path there can be quite yeah exhausting, let's say. And also, I would really recommend, even if you roll the dice and you land on a boss that you don't particularly like, still play him. It's going to be training you a lot. You will learn how to beat the particular boss, hiding behind the numbers 1 to 9. And maybe by the time you accidentally land on one of these fields for another attempt, then you might be able to beat him. Like the cigarette boss. I really hated him. I died all the time, and now I took only one hit in my first attempt. Yeah, but enough talking. I just felt like I had to catch up on all the talking after remaining silent for quite a while and actually provide some insights on what I was actually doing there. So what we're going to do now is we're going to be fighting the very final boss. Um, and I'm going to use these two weapons. I'm going to maybe Mm, I'm gonna go for the coffee first. If I really suck, I might want to switch over to back to the twin heart. But I think even if I didn't use the twin heart, I would have still won this previous boss, right? I was still left with like 5 HP or something. Okay, anyway. Yeah, like I said, these bosses only exist in regular difficulty, which is why they kind of force you to beat all previous bosses on regular as well. So let's jump right in. Well, 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 look how far you've come. Not only did you bust up my good-for-nothing Lucky King dice, but I see you've got my soul contracts as agreed. Hand them over and join my team. So, yeah, you actually get to have a choice. This, of course, is no Mass Effect type of choice, altering the game much. But if you click no, you will not be able to fight the final boss, but instead see a cutscene where Cuphead actually turns into a demon, and his friend Mugman as well. And you'll get the kind of the bad ending and an achievement for that. Still, you can just click no, and you will still be able to select yes the next time. So it really does not screw up your save. You can also go for yes, fight the final boss, load your save file again, and then go for the bad ending. Really doesn't do much. Just yeah, go for whatever you want. In case you want to see the bad ending, I'm gonna show it to you. Won't you on me, just like all the others? I'll teach you for backing out of a deal. How about you? How about you? Sounds really like Castlevania Symphony of the Night. When Dracula actually was challenging Alucard. Yeah, and now you will be able to see the bad ending. Oh no, that was actually the good ending. Sorry, I just mixed it up. Anyway, I'll show the bad ending later on. Uh, let's first do the fun part and beat the devil. Oh god. Yeah, see, it's not too easy. It actually took me way less tries than Mr. Dice King. Come on. Quick retry. I really don't like being hit in the first second. That's when I usually retry because it's very unnecessary. Ah, come on. I was not in the safe spot. Next phase. Oh! Yeah, that wasn't too good. A brawl is surely brewing. Oh, come on. Start off with that many projectiles and the cat, or the imp. I always used to call it a cat, because I couldn't really take the patience to look up what that is, but it's an imp, I was told. And that friend was probably right. Yeah, it seems like the devil is kind of challenging, right? I don't perform nearly as good as I did with Mr. Dice King. But honestly, I was playing the Dice King for hours on end until we actually beat him the first time, so come on. That's why I don't have much training on the devil. We were able to beat him in like 5 to 10 tries, I think. Don't really remember the exact number, but it wasn't too hard. Oh no! Maybe another difference is I wasn't talking when playing as the Dice King. And all of a sudden I talk way too much when fighting the devil. The ultimate challenge. The personification of evil. And my lack of skill doesn't really match up. So he was just transforming into phase 2, you can maybe see that in the background, but he went to phase 2 without me, I guess, huh? Okay, you want to be in the safe spot there. Oh no! That completely missed. Oh no, that was such a waste. I mean, we actually survived without taking a hit, but I wasted my super, which is really not optimal. Oh, that's a huge bomb. No! Oh no! Oh, I'm still here? I'm still here? I really wouldn't deserve to win. I wasted another super. Yeah. I just would have felt bad, you know? I really didn't want to win this. Okay, that's maybe not completely honest. But yeah, I want to be a little bit better looking when beating the crap out of this guy. This is such an ugly transformation. Fucking spider hat. Did I say the F word? Sorry about that, guys. Didn't mean to cuss. This is a family-friendly walkthrough of a family-friendly cartoonish game. Really recommend it to give it to all your kids, even if they have anger issues right after. Or maybe your grandparents, they can remember these types of cartoons. Ah, doing bad, doing bad. Oh god. Hmm. Yeah, so now the imp hit me. I was hiding in the safe spot, but you want to have a charged shot ready, facing in the right direction. When hiding down there. Okay, what has changed from 3 attempts ago? I suddenly stuck again? Was I just lucky? Ah, come on! Next phase. Okay, that was very generous, I would say. And I died. A well-deserved death. Dashing into the skull of despair. Oh, come on! Focus. I mean, I expect to die a lot on the Dice King. Now I do on the Devil. Otherwise, that would have been quite a short final Let's Play. But now you get to see some repetitive content. Oh, come on! How fast are you all of a sudden? Stupid spider. Oh! I feel like I should restart to save you all the trouble. And there you go, phase 3 for Cuphead and the Devil. Don't deal with him, like the subtitle actually states. Yeah, so the X is not too hard because it's moving in a very predictable circular motion. Sometimes you have these casino coins falling down from the ceiling, which can be tricky, but shouldn't be too hard either. So, yeah. Usually I like to get a hit at him once he lands, but now I'm too afraid because of my previous clumsiness. Yeah, you know what? Let's retry. Sometimes you also have to be lucky that you actually be facing the attack patterns that you're good at dodging without seeing the hard ones. I, for example, don't like the flames too much. So yeah, I had to kill the imp and hide in the safe spot. That's the two things you gotta take care of when he does that dragon snake thing. I don't like this phase in particular. I get hit. That's why I don't like it. That's understandable, isn't it? Come on. I'm gonna save the super for second phase. Yes, we got it. Okay, 2 HP, a full super to unleash at his face right away. And we want either one to parry this bomb thing, or you want to be on the other side of the screen because it does have a huge area of effect. Oh, come on! Yeah, think I should maybe switch to my other weapon because he does have a huge hitbox, and I actually am way too much focusing on my charging attack in this final phase. So that's what we're gonna do. Come on! Annoying. It's also not too hard to parry one of these pink balls there, but you run the risk of actually landing into a blue ball right after you parry, and that's why I usually don't do it. But if you actually manage to parry, you'll be only dealing and dodging 3 balls instead of 4, so that can be quite a advantage. An advantage that I should need, because I'm playing not too well right now. Mr. Devil. Ah, God, now I killed the imp, but I can't properly find safe zone. I don't like this. And the imp. Ooh, I actually managed. There you go. Oh no, what? That actually does deal damage? Ah, annoying. Okay, now I'm gonna switch, because I wanna dodge and maybe kill some imps on the way. Now you're crying, huh? You little crybaby. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! What a good run! Ah. Yeah, I just like to keep it kind of exciting for you guys. It would be very easy if I just run through it. Then you can also just watch a video of someone blazing through the game on extreme with all S levels. And I'm sure there's people who can do that. I think I actually have seen some. But, yeah. Oh no. So yeah, dodging 3 is easier than 4, obviously. That was close. I would have been mad if that happened to me. Okay. Here? That's good. That's good. Come on, transform. Alright. Safe spot. Okay, I have a very, very good feeling about this. But yeah, sometimes you have that and then you screw up big time. You can actually lose so quickly. Stop crying, you whiny girl that you are. Okay, still not able to. Oh! Knockout! There you go! I got careless, I won anyway! That's my celebration. Yes! Give me a back raid, come on. Yeah, I did so bad. Come on. B minus? You for real? Just because I got hit 2 times? I didn't realize you actually have to aim at one of these eyes. If you're just standing on the center of the platform, aiming upwards, nothing's gonna happen. But yeah, so we're gonna see the good ending first. The brothers had triumphed over the demon, forcing him to finally give up. We shall accept your surrender, devil, Cuphead laughed, but we're not done just yet. And with that, Cuphead and Mugman destroyed all of the soul contracts, releasing Inkwell Isle's residents from eternal servitude to the devil. See? We're good after all. Gosh, I can't wait to tell everybody, Cuphead said. The boys set off for home and top speed. Come on, last month there's a leaky cup. Mugman teased as they can. Once home, the brothers gathered everyone together. You're all free of the devil's debt, Cuphead announced. And that fiend won't bother us again, Mugman added. The elder kettle was literally brimming with pride as everyone began to cheer. Let's hear it for Cuphead and Mugman. Hip hip hurrah, hip hip hurrah. As an all-day celebration began, the brothers had promised to never wander into trouble again. And they didn't, until next time, of course. But that is another story. The end. All good. So, yeah, before we end this video, of course, we have to express our sincere appreciation to the members of our team whose loyalty and creative endeavor made possible this production. Big credits to Chad and Jared Moldenhauer and all the other Moldenhauer brothers and basically everyone involved in creating this game. I'm really deeply in love. It brought back my love for 2D games. Yeah, it's downright perfect. I couldn't ask for anything else but DLC and maybe a few more run and gun levels. But other than that, this game was executed so well. Even though challenging, it was motivating all the time. Not only due to its very distinct art style and direction and the beautiful jazz arrangements, which you can hear in the background. Yeah, game was built with Unity, and this is the end.